Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and today we are going to be making this Get Well card. We're going to be using the paper from the Delightful Daisy Designer Series paper. I'm going to be using this paper right here. I'm accenting or trying to coordinate with this color right here, which according to Stampin' Up! Is just a lighter color of Night of Navy. But to me, it looks very much like Wisteria Wonder. So we're going with the Wisteria Wonder today. All right, so I have a piece of Wisteria Wonder that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. All right, we are going to bring in our trimmer. And we're going to put this at 3 inches. And we're going to bring our trimmer blade up, and we're going to bring that to 3 inches. And cut up to 5/8. Okay? Then we are going to turn it this way. And we want to do it this way. Turn it around at 3 inches. This is at 3 inches, this is at 3 inches. Push that down, and we're going to go up to 5/8 again. All right. Here we go. And the way I don't, if you can see this, I took a 1/4 by 12-inch strip of Whisper White, and I just, because it was hard to see, you can see down here, it was hard to see without the white on there. So I just took a strip of white, took some Tombow, put it all the way down here, and I just glued that white strip all the way on the back end of my trimmer. It's easier to see that way. All right, so now you're going to take this and very carefully, you're going to fold this, you're going to flip this over. And before you secure it down or smash it down, so that you want to make sure that this is fairly straight here. Okay, that looks good. Now you can give those a crease. Take your bone folder right across there. All right. See how I did? Not too bad. All right, I'm going to take some glue dots, and I'm just going to put 3 glue dots. And you probably wouldn't need 3, but I didn't like when you turned it over, there's a little gap right here, and I want it to lay flat, so that's why I'm putting 3. All right, now that will stay down. Okay, pretty easy. All right. Okay, the next piece that we're going to do the inside since it's sitting right here. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and then you're going to need a piece of the Designer Series paper that is 1 inch by 3 7/8. But first, let's do our stamping. And for the inside, I'm using 3 stamp sets. Let me get them here. I am using, of course, we're using the Daisy Delight. We're using this one right here. I am using Flourishing Phrases. I'm using Comfort and Healing to You. And then for the Get Well Soon, I'm using Thoughts and Prayers. All right. for the Get Well Soon, it's attached to Wishing You a Quick and Complete Recovery, which would be great, but I just want the Get Well Soon on the inside. So I'm taking some Post-it tape and I'm just masking off this part right up here. I'm taking my Wisteria Wonder and trying not to make too big of a mess. I'm just inking up the Get Well Soon. Don't forget to take this off. And we're going to stamp that down. All right, there we go. I'm done with that one, and then I will take my little piece of Designer Series paper. I didn't want to put the Designer Series paper on there until after I had stamped in case I messed up. And like that better. This goes right down at the bottom, trying to leave an even border on all 3 sides. And if you use the glue, then you have a moment to wiggle it around. Okay. I'm going to close this up before I get my fingers in it. Then I'm going to take some Fast Fuse and I'm just going to put a strip across the top, and that's going to go right in here, leaving an even border on all 4 sides this time. Okay? All right. Let's get to some stamping here. All right, so you're going to need 2 pieces of Whisper White. That is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. You're going to need another piece of that Designer Series paper that is 4 by 1 5/8. You're going to need some scrap pieces of Whisper White. Scrap pieces of Whisper White and a scrap piece of, I put, to bring out the yellow, I put this oval in Daffodil Delight. I'm going to try it. I'm going to cut both Wisteria Wonder and Daffodil Delight to see which one I like better. This is fine. I don't know. I just maybe will like the Wisteria Wonder better. We'll see. All right, so let's get to some stamping. I'm going to bring out my stamping mat here. And I have my block with my daisy on it, my Wisteria Wonder. I need to stamp this 2 times on scrap paper. And if you'll notice, I finally figured this out. If you have your daisy up and down, either way, this way or this way, it will go in your punch much easier. You won't have to fiddle with it so much. All right, and then this one. All right. That one I got off a little bit down here, and that's probably going to bug me. So let me get another piece of paper. I have lots of scraps, so let's do that again here. This one is a little short. Let's see how it works here. That one will be fine. All right. Then we're going to take one of our pieces that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we're going to take our daisy punch with the Wisteria Wonder again. Okay, sorry about that. All right. And try to get this in the middle of this paper. right, not too bad. Then we're going to stamp it again and offset it between the petals. So I'm just going to turn that a little bit. I'm going to bring this down so I don't stick my head in the camera. All right. All right, now I'm just going to open up my stamp pad here because I need that pool of ink. And how you get that is you just unclick your stamp pad, push this together, and then open up your pad, and then you'll have a pool of ink right there. I'm going to use my blender pen. Just going to bring out some ink from my blender pen. And if you'll see on the paper right here, some of the areas are darker around here. So I just thought I would take a blender pen and just give us a little more color down here at the bottom. And this is not watercolor paper, so it's a kind of a one-shot deal. You want to color on it and then don't color on it anymore, otherwise it will absorb too much water and start to pill. And I see I made a little boo-boo on there, but oh well. Alright, so that one can dry, and then I'm going to bring in these two and just do these quickly. Try not to get them too super dark. Alright, and then we'll use this one right here. And I'm trying to make them a little different so that they're not so symmetrical. And then to clean your blender pen, just bring in a piece of scratch paper and color that until it is clear. And that is it. Alright, so now I'm going to bring in this. Where did my stamp set go? Did I put it away? Nope, not in there. Right here. I need these two pieces right here. Okay, I'm going to take this and the Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to ink that up in my Daffodil Delight. Then I'm going to stamp it off because that's solid. And then I'm going to stamp in the center of these flowers so that it just has a little bit of color in there. And I'm going to do that on all three of these. One more. All right, now I'm going to take the one that's got a little more texture on it, and that one I'm going to do full strength right in here. All right. Now I'm going to take my daisy punch and I'm going to cut these two out. All right. And this one. All right. Now, I didn't really have to do, and I didn't on the last one. I don't know why I did it on this one. The one with the texture, I didn't have to do that because we're going to be covering it up. I still did it in the yellow, just in case you saw, because we're putting these together. And just in case you saw anything from the side, it would still look like it was yellow. I'm going to take my bone folder now, and I'm just going to give all these little petals just a little curve. All right. Now I'm going to take my old paper piercer because it's got a flat end on it. This one's got more of a rounded end, the new paper piercer, so you'd have to find, you can use that one. I just like the way this one works better. And we're gonna just push these in like that, okay? All right, so now you're going to take your dimensional, we're gonna put it on the back of that one, and we're gonna offset these petals here. All right, just like that. Okay. Don't need that anymore. Let me get my piece of designer series paper right here. Get some glue. To, I guess this way. Out of there. This goes right down here. All right. Then we will take our other piece that is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 and our little flower here that we just made. I'm going to put some white glue on the back of that, and this is going to go right in the middle of here, and I'm using the white glue so that I can kind of center it where I want it to go. All right. Then I'm going to take this one, I'll use my fast fuse, and I'm going to get right up to the edge here as far as I can. All the way around, and that is going to go on the inside right here. All right, there we go. Now this one, I think I'm going to use glue on this so that I can kind of wiggle it around. All right. And I'm trying to do an even border on all 4 of these sides here. All right, there we go. That's going to have a little glue on it, so what I'll do is once it dries, I'm going to take my adhesive eraser and I will get that out of there. Oh, it looks like I'm a little off. There we go. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to take another scrap of Whisper White and my sentiment, Comfort and Healing to You, and I'm going to use my Wisteria Wonder. That was a close one. And we'll put this right here. I'm going to take my oval from my layering ovals. Bring in my big shot here. And I have my magnetic platform, 1 cutting pad, my framelit, try and get that centered. All right, my other cutting pad, and we will run that through. Then I'm going to take my other framelit with the scallop and run that through with this Wisteria Wonder. What did I do? There it is. Now I'll run it through with the Daffodil Delight, see which one I like better. All right. So we can put this on here. Or we can do this one. I think I'm going to use the Wisteria Wonder on this one. I used the Daffodil Delight on that one. I guess I really don't like any one better than the other one. Which one do you like better? I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of the white piece. And that's going to go on here. I need to move it over just a hair. Alright, and then I will take some glue and put that on the back here. Alright, that goes there. Then I'm going to take some of these clear faceted gems in the silver. I'm going to take the big one, and that's going to go right in the middle here, so you'll still be able to see the yellow through it. And then I'm going to take 3 of these smaller ones, and they're going to go over here. So this is definitely a card you're going to either have to mail in a padded envelope or hand deliver. But I think it's really pretty, especially with somebody that likes purple. All right, so which one do you like better, the yellow or the Wisteria Wonder? I'm thinking I like the Wisteria Wonder better, but the yellow one looks just fine. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free to leave me a message below. I'll be happy to answer them. All supplies can be purchased through my online store at www.happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.